Hi guys. Your first writing assignment for this week is practicing sound effect story beginnings. So last week you worked on active story beginnings. So when you begin your story, jumping right into the action. This week we're going to practice story beginnings with sound effects. Okay. So you're going to first watch this video, and I'm going to explain how you're going to be filling out this Google form. So you're going to go into your Google Classroom assignments, and this is going to be under week 3 for sound effects. So here is your assignment. In order to capture your reader's attention, the beginning of your story must be interesting and lively enough to make your reader want to keep reading. One way to do this is to begin with a sound. So for your directions, you're going to revise each story beginning. Start the story with an attention-grabbing sound. Be sure that the sound is relevant to the story. So that means if your story is about elephants and elephants at the zoo, your sound effect should be about elephants. It shouldn't be of a car honking its horn because that doesn't make any sense. So for your example, one rainy day, I went to the mall. That's very, very boring and I'm already asleep. At a revised version, a better version would be splish, splash. My boots sloshed through the puddles as I ran for the mall entrance. Okay, that is very, very descriptive and I can hear that sound right away. Splish, splash, that's your boots. And the word sloshing, that's your boots going through the puddles. Very descriptive. So you are going to revise these 3 same story beginnings that you actually revised last week, but this week you're going to be making them better using sound effects. So the first one is, hi, my name is Kate. This is a story about the time I went to the zoo. So you are going to change that story beginning and you're going to turn into what might Kate hear at the zoo, okay? So what are some sounds that she would be hearing? This should be no more than 1 to 2 sentences, okay? And again, you shouldn't be saying Kate is at the zoo. You should be using sound effects and things that she sees around her for the reader to say, hey, she's definitely at a zoo. The second beginning that you're going to revise is, this is a story about the time I built a robot in my basement. Nope, super boring. Imagine that you are in the basement building a robot. What sounds might you hear? So if you're in the basement building a robot, you might hear a hammer hammering. You might hear some gadgets beeping or a computer making sound effect sounds, or you might hear a robot beeping. What are some sounds you might be hearing? And the last one, I will tell you about my swimming adventure at the lake. So you're going to put yourself at the lake, and what sounds might you hear? Now remember, you're jumping right into it. You're not going to say, one day I was at the lake. I heard my sister splashing in the water. No, you could write splash. My body catapulted into the water. Okay, so you are jumping right into your story using a sound effect. So you're going to be doing your writing down here. If you scroll to the bottom, there are 3 sections. The first section, you are going to rewrite the story beginning about Kate at the zoo. The second spot, you're going to rewrite your story beginning about you building a robot. And then the last spot, the third spot, you're going to be writing your beginning about you at a lake, okay? Each of these, again, are worth 3 marks, okay? So 3 for the first one, 3 for the second one, and 3 for the third one. Make sure you are jumping right into the action. You're not starting off with one day, one time, one bright sunny morning, none of that. You're jumping right into the action, okay? If you have any questions, please ask me. Good luck.